Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good night. Whenever you're watching this video, this is the Royal Rumble 2017 pay-per-view predictions with not only just myself, Codebreaker146, but the one, the only.
The hottest man alive is what you're about to say, motherfucker. Oh, sorry.
Well, I can't show this to my parents. But no, hopefully
it's okay.
Hopefully you weren't.
It's alright. We're good. Hi. This is Mr. Codebreaker146.
But this is the pick. He's here to do some good old-fashioned predictions with myself. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble card, all the ins and outs of it, the rumors, speculations, the winners, the losers, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Pre-show match numero 1, Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. What are your predictions, my friend?
Honestly, that Raw Women's division not getting hype anymore, honestly.
Nope. I agree.
Very, very stagnant. As I believe, honestly, both women's divisions are. Sorry, I have a cold at the moment. But I think I'm going to have to go Sasha Banks via disqualification.
Okay, my dad said that Nia Jax that's his pick to win. By the way, my dad is going to be a big, heavy presence in this video. He has expert analysis that I don't. He predicted the streak was going to end at 30, so he knows what he's talking about.
Wow, I did not know that, and I was at 30 with your dad.
Yes. All right. Anyway, but my pick is also Sasha by disqualification because I don't think they're going to have Sasha lose. It's on the kickoff, so it doesn't necessarily matter. It's going to be a 2-hour kickoff, so that'll be interesting.
Yep.
But in the Royal Rumble was 4 hours, which I don't have a problem with the Rumble being 4 hours, actually.
Actually, can I change my prediction? I have Nia Jax by disqualification. I feel like this would be a good time for Sasha to get a little angry and a little fire in her and start beating the shit out of Nia Jax with the chair.
Okay, I could definitely see that. I think that Sasha's gonna win via DQ, or they might have a count-out finish or something like that, but it's not gonna be a clear-cut winner. Moving on to the second pre-show match is going to be Cesaro and Sheamus defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against The Club, Guns and Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. So, honestly, going into this match, we've already seen it a couple times on Raw. We've seen many combinations of Sheamus and Gallows, and then Sheamus and Anderson, and Cesaro and Gallows, Cesaro and Anderson. Both, none really interest me to begin with, but I think this will be a solid pre-show match. Normally, they kind of have some solid pre-show match. I think Cesaro is a good enough guy in the ring as well as Gallows and Anderson. I think they'll work around a good 10-plus minute match on the pre-show. And my prediction is that the Club are going to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Really? I disagree with that. And by the way, shade thrown at Sheamus. You said that Cesaro and the Club...
Oh, okay. Well, Sheamus, yeah, throw him in there too.
Yeah, they're all pretty good workers, but I don't think they're going to win off a pre-show, if I'm being honest. The Club, they haven't really done it for me so far in WWE. They haven't been the badasses that they were in Japan. I got Cesaro and Sheamus. He just got the straps too. And I mean, I understand that you had just a long reign with the New Day, but it's pointless to just have Cesaro and Sheamus end it right now. So I got maybe they lose it at WrestleMania.
Okay. Expert analysis show that Guns and Gallows is going to win this match.
Wow.
So That's kind of interesting. I think the reason behind it, I guess you could say, is just they needed some sort of a shocker and a pop to get you kind of hyped for the main show.
I suppose.
And I also feel like it might play into a story with Cesaro and Sheamus being in the Rumble and Anderson and Gallows not being in the Rumble. Maybe you see Cesaro and Sheamus kind of, tensions boil over after losing the tag straps. That could be definitely be a story. So that's just kind of my thoughts. I mean, I could easily see Cesaro and Sheamus retaining, but we'll have to see.
But then I could see them doing one of those things where like the tag team champions kind of eliminate each other.
Definitely, I could also see that as well. Well, it should be interesting. But yeah, it's the most exciting match on the pre-show, I guess, because it's for the tag team championships. But now we're moving on to the main card. I don't know if this is going to be open or not, but it's going to be Rich Swann and Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. The 205 Bandits and Warriors are going to go at it. We got heel Neville and Rich Swann. what's your predictions or
All right, well, this is pretty simple. You got to put the belt on Neville. He's the hottest thing in the cruiserweight division. He's the only real quality of the cruiserweight division. So I got to put Neville in there. He's got a great character so far. Maybe put him up against Jack Gallagher at Fastlane, and then if Austin Aries is ready for Mania, put him against Neville. I think that would be a great match. But yeah, Neville definitely started a reign here. This would be big for him. Big win at the Royal Rumble. Big for pay-per-view.
I agree. I think that they definitely should need to put the title on Neville because I mean Swan, he's a great wrestler. I mean he's fun to watch here and there when he's put with the right guy. But like you said, Neville is the hottest thing in the cruiserweight division. He's the only credible guy that actually gets a reaction. So it's best that you go ahead and give the championship to the man that gets the most reaction from the crowd. And like you said, they should probably put him up against Jack Gallagher because he's the second most reacted to cruiserweight anyway. He's actually got a character. So I'm sipping my water there, but I don't think Aries is going to be ready for Mania, and I don't know how you do that heel versus heel. I know it's doesn't necessarily matter for the cruiserweight division, and it should be basically on wrestling, but with the way WWE does it, I don't think they're going to do Aries versus Neville. Maybe you might see a showcase for them at Mania in a ladder match, possibly.
Well, that would be fine too, as long as it's just they have to have a bigger match.
Yeah, I agree, but I think it's simple. Neville wins, and next we're going to be going to a women's match at the Royal Rumble. There's two of them, so let's see which one we're going to be talking about. We got the SmackDown side.
I knew it. Damn it. Oh, God.
We got Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Mickie James against the babyfaces, Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi. And just in case you're wondering, fans out there, my dad's expert analysis was going to be Neville going over. So, good for him.
And now, I thought it was a 5-on-5. Maybe I just looked at it wrong.
No, it's going to be a 6-women tag. They normally have these kind of matches at every Royal Rumble. I don't think it's a problem, kind of mixing in. I think SmackDown also needed some representation besides Styles and Cena. So kind of equaling it out, especially with the Rumble being a 4-hour show. Cena and Styles are going to take a good 25-plus minutes at a time. Same with Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. This should be about 8 to 10 minutes, really. They don't need to keep it that long. Keep it.
Oh God, not even, please.
I hope not, but I'm just saying they should, keep it fast paced and don't make it drag out too long just to fill time. So we shall see. I see the heels going over here, especially with Mickie James returning, but that's just me.
My opinion on this match is I understand why it's a 6-man because there's already a lot of 10+ minute matches on here that is going to go, and then obviously the Rumble's an hour long. Mm-hmm. But they should have really haven't had Mickie James come out till next month and have a triple threat match at Elimination Chamber. In my opinion, I think that could have been a little bit better. I think they should have had a triple threat match here, but I understand why they did this. Every woman's 6-man tag or multi-woman tag is just really, really poor and clunky and long. And
I see.
It's a struggle to watch. So I really, really don't care.
I agree. I don't really care either.
I really hope that there's kind of some tension between Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. But we'll see. I think the faces win, though.
Okay, yeah. My expert analysis also, well, not mine, but expert analysis should show that the babyfaces are going to go over, so that's intriguing. I think that we'll definitely see the first ever women's SmackDown Live first ever women's Elimination Chamber.
Oh, I don't think so. Oh, maybe actually. Oh, wow.
So I think you'll see these 6 women once again tossed into the Elimination Chamber. But yeah, we'll see. It should be interesting though. Moving on to the second women's match. Guess you place your bets now. We got Charlotte and we got Bayley. Not looking forward to this match, man. The undercard is kind of poor, to tell you the truth. But that's not necessarily what sells the Royal Rumble event. And this match is not necessarily going to be a match that's going to have a clear-cut winner, in my opinion, because of Charlotte's undefeated pay-per-view streak or not being pinned in singles competition streak. I think that they're kind of waiting until WrestleMania. And they're building up to a possible another encounter of Charlotte and Bayley, which is not intriguing whatsoever. And I think for my predictions, I'm going to go Charlotte wins here off of shenanigans. But we shall see. What are your predictions? What are your thoughts?
Let me tell you something. Bayley has felt so flat on the main roster. Now, granted, I think her gimmick worked in NXT because I think it's more focused towards a smaller audience, almost a more hardcore audience. But on the main roster, she has not done it for me, and it's just been a mess with her. This feud with Charlotte, I've seen some of her promos with Charlotte, and they've just been a mess and a half. She's just too excited, too happy.
Cringeworthy almost.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think just she needs to be a part of that smaller audience or change, really. And she's not changing, obviously. WWE likes her gimmick and stuff. She's going to get a feel-good moment at Mania, but she's not going to get one here. So I got Charlotte winning, Blake, you said, in a strange way.
Okay, all right. Over or under? Would you try to keep this under 11 minutes, or would you put this at?
I'd put it right at 11. Actually, it doesn't need to be too long, especially if it's gonna have a screwy finish, and you want to save more for Mania.
Okay, I could definitely see that. But yeah, maybe in the future we can discuss in other future podcast of what Bayley could do to improve and what the women's division could do to improve.
Possibly.
But yeah, it's a little bit too much to talk about now. So yeah, there we go. Moving on to the Universal Championship match coming up next. All right, the match that we have all been waiting for. We're more hyped for this than the Rumble. It's the Universal Championship match. Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns in a no disqualification match. But no, wait, there's more. Chris Jericho is in a shark cage. What do you think about that?
There's a lot of problems with this match. First of all, I will put myself first. They've been fighting for like 7 months, it feels like, and made Raw so disinteresting. So now they're just going to decide to throw Chris Jericho up inside a shark cage and a no disqualification stipulation to make us try to care a little bit more and buy a little more tickets, but it just hasn't done it for me. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good match. These two guys are good competitors, they're good wrestlers. I can see them having a good match, but I don't care really that much. The Universal Champion has just been tarnished almost as from its conception almost. It's just been really, really hard to follow, to handle, and to watch 4 men just go at it each and every week. So I got nothing for you here except that Kevin Owens retains because Roman decided to put his name in the Rumble before he even had the match.
Oh, intriguing. Really intriguing stuff there, Nick. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. You see, here's the thing. I think that WWE is going to hotshot Roman Reigns in becoming the Universal Champion here at the Royal Rumble. Spice it up a little bit, and then Kevin Owens is going to blame Chris Jericho because that's what heels do. They blame anybody but themselves. And Kevin Owens is going to lose this match, and he's going to be really upset, and I think he's going to take Jericho's spot in the Rumble. And that could possibly be a story.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So I think that's a possibility. Maybe that's just my booking and how I would like to see Chris Jericho in the Rumble, but I mean I definitely could see that play out. And I think that either way, Roman Reigns is going to win. Expert analysis show that Roman Reigns is also going to win. He just has a proven track record at this point. Kevin Owens has been going over on Raws recently, and Roman Reigns is going to come back strong here at the Royal Rumble because, I mean, but like you said, we have seen this match, combinations of this man, Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens since freaking September, and it's honestly been the worst thing ever. And it's not.
I can't watch Raw anymore. I really can't.
I can't either because it's not. It's not even booking. It's just laziness. It's just, it's awful. And it's tag team matches, handicap matches, steel cage matches, no disqualification matches. Roadblock was awful. Roadblock was a terrible show because of this. And thank God this isn't the main event or this wasn't another Raw pay-per-view. And this match had to happen. And luckily it's on the Royal Rumble, so it doesn't necessarily have that much weight to it as if it were the main event. So Roman Reigns is going to win this match. I'm not looking forward to it, especially from a live perspective, that's for sure.
Not excited I mean, yeah, thank God you have a no disqualification match because like it'll make it a lot more easy to sit through. And I hope they come to the crowd and meet you. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I did a really cool transition. You got cut off just a tad bit, but they still heard you a little bit. And basically, it's the transition where the trash, balls up Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. Yeah.
So we wrecked. Hashtag other member of Anything Goes show. Anyways,
so
I think I know what the next match is. Styles and Cena, number 3.
Doesn't even have to look.
What?
You don't even have to look.
No. It's just I doubt we were going to talk about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Now this is exciting. Now, do I wish it was in a 2 out of 3 Falls match? Yeah, I do. Just for greatness. But this match is going to be fire. It's going to be off the chain. I'm really excited to see it. Honestly, I hope we get a little bit of a ref bump so we can see these guys go at each other a little more hard knocks and stuff. But wow. Build up to this match. The promos have been great. Everything about this has been great. Styles being the champion has been great. SmackDown's main event scene has really, really been great, and I can't stress that enough. And these two guys are heading it, obviously, even though when Cena's gone, AJ Styles has picked up all the slack, and all the other upper mid-carders have picked up all the slack with him. It's been an amazing, amazing time for SmackDown main event, and this is the culmination of, in my opinion. You got Styles and Cena. This is a huge match for both men's careers, and I cannot wait to see it. Now, prediction time. For some reason, I'm thinking we get Cena here. But I think we're going to get Cena wins at Rumble, loses at the Chamber in a Chamber match. Styles beats him, Taker costs him. A little weird, I know, but that's what I got.
Okay. Big moment for Cena in the Alamo Dome. Could definitely see that happening. 16-time world that. Now let me ask you a question before I kind of get into this. This has been one hell of a rivalry. I mean, it's been dating back since June. When you look at Cena's rivalries, does this rank in his top 3?
Ooh.
Because he's had Punk, Edge, Orton, Rock, Triple H.
I think Punk and Orton probably.
So this ranks top 3.
Yeah, I think top 3. It's just been great. Like his mic work, I think, has been his best in his career.
Oh, okay. I agree.
He just sounds so desperate for it. It's great.
He does, and he has like a motivation for it, which is really good. Because before, Cena would just say shit just because he's John Cena, and he would come out to the ring but like now he has a motivation for it. He has an incentive. And I'm really looking forward to this match. This is probably one of my most anticipated matches besides the Rumble, and it's for good reason. These guys are going to put on a wrestling clinic. I think it's going to be technically and overall different from their matches that they've had previously. I think these guys are really going to just put on a different type of match, and over or under 1 table bump.
Over. Well, same. It's going to be 1.
Okay.
I'd love to see something like a catching attitude adjustment. I don't know what I want, but I want something good.
All right.
This match is going to be really good, though. I could just... this match is going to be a nice little taste. Is it going to be the best match? I don't know. SummerSlam's going to be hard to top, but I could see this being possibly their best match. Somebody
made a comparison to how AJ is the Atlanta Falcons and that Cena is the New England Patriots because they're also from that region. I thought that was really, really interesting and a fun little thing to bring up. And when it comes to my predictions, I'm going to go for a bold prediction, say AJ Styles is retaining the WWE title. I don't know why.
It could go either way, in my opinion.
This is also a toss-up. And, my dad said John Cena's going to win it. He said AJ Styles has lost. He's already beaten him 3 times in a row. There's no way that he's going to do it 4. And that's a really good point. I just don't see John Cena losing that many times. But at the same time, I think AJ's holding on to the belt, and I think you'll see even a more desperate John Cena. But yeah, I definitely could see what you said.
I'd love to see a triple threat match between him, Taker, and Styles, and especially because Taker needs that hip surgery still.
Mm-hmm.
So
takes pressure and the performance a little bit less off on him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's good that he's in the Rumble too, because it's not just him in the match as well, which is good. It's instead of putting him against Styles. So yeah, I'm really really looking forward to this match, and that's can't really say more. And now we're about to get to the Royal Rumble match coming up next. Possibly the most unpredictable and the most star-studded Royal Rumble in history that we've got going on.
Okay. You got guys like Taker, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Mojo Rawley. Oh, God. Chris Jericho, Sami Zayn. Like, everybody deserves a spot in this Rumble besides Mojo, and it's been great. Hold on. Anyways, I'm kind of upset that Seth Rollins isn't in it, but I would love to see Seth Rollins take out Mojo while he's coming in. Give him a little elbow, hit that curb stomp on in the back in the concrete, bring it back for one time only, kill him, accidentally, of course, and then run out and, go into the Rumble. I also want to see Samoa Joe, Ty Dillinger, Kurt Angle. Oh, Kurt Angle, I freak out. So, I'm hoping for...
Shinsuke, possibly.
Shinsuke. Dude, that'd be wild. Now, prediction-wise, I have a couple different categories.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you, part-timers, out of the three that are in there, that are known, who do you think is going to win?
Out of three part-timers that we have labeled here?
Yes, Goldberg, Brock, and
Okay,
Taker.
gotcha. Undertaker.
Okay, I agree with that. I completely agree with that.
I think Brock has no chance personally, but that's just me.
Out of the surprises / returnees, like Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Ty Dillinger, Shinsuke possibly, Triple H.
Okay.
Who?
Out of those, okay. I think Samoa Joe is most likely.
Honestly, if Samoa Joe wins the Rumble, I will not be upset at all.
What a badass debut for that guy too. Especially
and now out of the whole field, oh god, oh man.
Well, hold on, I want to do some more predictions as well. But I wanted you to finish what you got.
Oh no, do more predictions because that's the main winner, and I don't know who I'm picking yet.
Okay. Who's coming in number 1 and 2?
Brock and Goldberg.
Okay, I say Sami Zayn and The Miz.
No, I'm not actually gonna say Brock and Goldberg. That'd be awful. I mean, it'd be cool, but no. Sami Zayn and The Miz isn't bad. I see possibly Cesaro and Sheamus.
That could be interesting. I would like that. What if they did some sort of scenario that they had this story play out throughout the pre-show kickoff and throughout the Rumble that Rollins was going to get a Royal Rumble entry, but he's going to start number 1? Do you think that's possible?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
I think it'd be interesting.
All right. I also see that Mojo Rawley kind of like Cactus Jack and Test thing. I could see that definitely playing out. I feel like there's sometimes WWE does stuff for no reason, but I feel like there was a reason that he won, and that he's being placed in there while these other guys had to be like, I can declare, and then you got to qualify if you're a jobber apparently, But yeah, I mean, there's. With that, also, now who is going to have the most eliminations in the Royal Rumble?
I think it's going to be, we're going to get like a whose dick is bigger contest between Brock and Goldberg.
Yep.
And they're going to both get like 3, but I think the most we'll see is Samoa Joe with 8.
I'm going to go Braun Strowman with 6, but
the problem is this Royal Rumble is so hard because there's a lot of good stars. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of star power, so, like, you can't have a person with, like, 20 or 15 eliminations.
Okay, and because this is just an interesting topic, Kenny Omega ?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay, all right, cool. Crushing my dreams one day at a time. But, anyway, I wouldn't mind if he stayed in Japan either. But, let's see. What's the other category that I have?
Longest lasting.
Iron
Man.
The Iron Man of the Rumble. If Rollins is in it, Rollins. But if he's not, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I got Sami Zayn in this.
Who is going to be the final 4?
Samoa Joe. Oh God, you got to make it Baron Corbin.
Okay.
Uh, shit. Chris Jericho
All right.
and somebody else, someone that's a face. Who's a face and that's in the Rumble?
Taker.
Yeah, No, I don't see Taker though. I say Cena.
Cena.
Yeah.
In the Rumble.
Mhm.
All right.
He's gonna come in at number 30.
Okay. I saw somebody posted like a theory that Styles comes in the Rumble because he loses the same night after and he attacks Mojo. It was kind of just like what you had said, right?
Okay.
And he would interact with Joe, and Joe would throw him out, and then he threw out Joe. So that would build to a Joe and Styles feud, possibly, if Joe wouldn't win it, but he was still in it. So that could definitely happen, kind of like Angles and Michaels, but I kind of wanted to share that.
Yeah.
If it was my Final Four, I think it's going to be Chris Jericho, Undertaker, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton, who Randy Orton will eliminate Bray Wyatt.
Actually, I forgot about the Wyatt family. Actually, take out Baron Corbin and give me Bray Wyatt. I still think it's going to be Samoa Joe, Bray Wyatt, Chris Jericho, and who was the last guy I said? John Cena.
John Cena. That's interesting. That is interesting. And then my winner for the Royal Rumble, I am predicting that Samoa Joe is going to be this year's Royal Rumble winner.
You know what? As I keep thinking about it, I think that's the best option. That's such a badass way for him to come in. And I actually see. So here's my Final Four kind of play out real quick. Bray Wyatt and John Cena get into it, and Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho, because that's something we've really never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And then Orton comes back in, or Harper comes back in and tosses out Wyatt, and Jericho gets tossed out by Samoa Joe. We get Cena and Joe face off, and then Cena's about to eliminate Joe, and Styles comes from behind and eliminates Cena.
Ah, that's intriguing.
I think that would be awesome.
That's a pretty wild little prediction you got there. I think what's going to happen is that you're going to have a really badass Final Four. I think you'll have Orton with the distraction from Wyatt. I have Jericho dump Orton over the top rope. Taker will get rid of Taker will be eliminated by Samoa Joe, and you'll get a badass Final Two between Jericho and Joe. And it's like also Jericho's possibility of winning. Maybe you'll even have Kevin Owens at ringside cheering on Jericho. If he wins, obviously, and Joe also being there, so it's also like you can cheer for Jericho, but you can also cheer for this badass Samoa Joe who's gonna be a heel instantly when he wins, but it's like you don't know at that point. And also the cool thing about if Samoa Joe wins, he's a free agent, and we talked about this before, how he would come in and like there would be a mystery of what brand and what champion he would challenge. Like Styles has got to get past the Chamber, and he's got this looming threat of Joe possibly, and Roman Reigns. Even if he wins, I don't think Joe and Reigns would be a bad idea for a Mania match if Joe went over. But
absolutely not. But I feel like Cena, if he loses the match, right? Say it's earlier on in the show, like the match before the Universal Champ. Cena comes in, attacks Mojo, being like, "This is my last shot." Comes down to the ring all determined, and then just like an immediate heel. But honestly, you don't even need Styles. Maybe Joe just literally throws over Cena, and he wins, because that would just be more badass, and it would be make him more of a heel, because everybody's kind of like, well, now we really want Cena to get his 16th champ. Mm-hmm. And he's not letting it happen.
And you could easily do this. You could eventually just have a big payoff where Cena does win the championship, and it will be pretty big.
Yeah, exactly. But I would also let's see, not Samoa Joe celebrate. Samoa Joe just look down the hard cam, nod his head, and then like walk out, and not even celebrate. Walk over Cena.
Have him not. Have him give that badass Samoa Joe snarl look that he gives to the camera, and have him throw. I don't even know if you have him throw up his, No.
He doesn't need it. He should just walk over Cena, and that'd be badass. That would be such a cool image to end the night. Him walking over Cena and then just staring at him.
It's such an interesting finish as well, because it's like casual fans, who the hell is this guy? He's obviously a badass for doing this shit. And I don't know. And some people have even pointed that Joe might interfere in the Cena and Styles match itself, and he might not be involved in the Rumble.
Possibly, but I really hope that they go with our ideas.
I hope so too.
It would be so cool for Rumble.
I've heard lots of different stuff, and there's a lot of. And even if, say, Roman Reigns goes over, or Cena goes over, or Styles goes over, or Kevin Owens wins, whoever wins those matches, the Royal Rumble is still unpredictable. You know?
Absolutely.
It doesn't, like, normally, like, if this champion won, it's pretty obvious who's winning the Rumble. But now, this year, it's so tough to call.
Like we tallied before, there's like 10 winners that can be a possible opportunity.
Yep.
And it just, the list keeps getting bigger. I'd love to see a Rusev and Angle feud start. This is where WrestleMania really starts, and I cannot wait. You're going to see the WrestleMania sign for the first time.
I don't know if they're going to hang it in the Dome. They might.
They might. You don't know.
I mean, it's going to be around 45,000 people in there. I'll be there at the Rumble. I'll be at TakeOver San Antonio. I'll be giving you guys updates.
Are you excited for that? Give us some, like, quick main event predictions.
Honestly, for TakeOver, I'm not that excited. I'm excited for the experience, but for the show itself, Roderick Strong and Cien Almas, I guess it would be cool seeing Strong. Well, I was always a big fan of his work when he was in TNA and a little bit in Ring of Honor. But, I mean, not really excited for that. Sanity,
main event. Just give me the main event.
Okay, that's all you want? All right.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's all I want. That's all anyone really cares about.
That is true. Bobby Roode walks out as your glorious NXT champ.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't see. I think that like they've kind of. I think Nakamura has had his. I think his time is up. I think it's time for him to come up eventually. I don't know. I don't even know if you. If it was me, I wouldn't bring Nakamura up in the Rumble, especially if you have all this star power. I think he would get lost in the shuffle.
No, I'd really like to see him at night after WrestleMania. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't put Nakamura in the Rumble. Joe is fine, especially if he wins it. And, like, Joe has a presence about him. Like, but if you put Joe, Nakamura, and Dillinger, and all these other people, and Angle, like, it's easy for Nakamura to get, easy for him to get lost in the show. To me, at least. I mean, we might think his entrance is cool, but he might not get over with the main audience. We might.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to have, like, say, like, the night after WrestleMania, or even SmackDown that night, and he just comes out, and Styles is cutting a promo as a champ. Or Cena is, and he just comes out and stares.
Yeah, that would be really, really cool, and just have his entrance kind of prolonged, and they like let it breathe and stuff like that.
Yep.
And especially with that crowd, and they're gonna be in Orlando, until Tuesday. So that's gonna be that same international crowd all those days. So that's gonna be great for them. But that's gonna wrap it up for this Royal Rumble 2017 predictions. I'm excited. I'm going to be giving, this is going to be my last video. The next video we'll see will probably be next Monday or Tuesday. I'll probably be giving my own review.
I want a vlog, man. I like your vlogs.
I will be vlogging for sure. I'll be vlogging a little bit of the trip, the flights down there. The Alamo, you'll definitely see me up in there. I remembered it. And TakeOver as well. Possibly try some Mexican food. I heard it's pretty damn bomb in San Antonio. I'll give you some shots of our hotel, and then the Royal Rumble. I'll film some Royal Rumble stuff if you're wondering, and yeah, I'll still keep in contact with you. Probably Snapchat you during the whole Reigns and Owens match, honestly. But
the whole undercard.
The whole undercard, except like, yeah, that'll be hilarious. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know, like, not just even if I wasn't going live, like, it's such a highly anticipated show, and I'm totally.
It's my favorite show of the year, honestly. I mean, WrestleMania is great, but it just has a bunch of matches. This is like a cool event, you know.
Yes, indeed, and also good for you. You might be hitting up the Rumble up next year because it's in Philly. We shall see.
No way.
It's supposed to be in Philly. Dave Meltzer rumored it, but it's rumored to be in Philadelphia.
Yo!
Can you imagine if we got the Rumble? If you went to the Rumble and then Mania 34?
And SummerSlam I was supposed to go to?
By God. That would be awesome.
No, I mean, I wish our Rumble. I hope our Rumble isn't as bad as 2014's, and I hope it's just as good as this one's going to be. I got high hopes. I think this is going to be the best Rumble match of all time. Yeah, you heard it here first. I think it's going to have two of the best Rumble matches of all time, Cena Styles and the Rumble itself. And other than that, it's going to be kind of some mediocre garbage.
This show
Anyways, that's my predictions. Have a great day. I think it's going to be 8. No. Depending on the winner, it's going to be 8 out of 10. But if the winner kind of sucks, 7 out of 10. There you go. Stuck on that.
Intriguing. Well, everybody, that's it for me. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.